Hi, today we are gonna prototype a very nice but at the same time simple feature that most of the applications, especially when we talk about mobile, they have. It's named list view and card view. So in this example, we have a couple of cards and then at some point maybe we want to change the way that we scan, we scroll, we see all the cards that we have added to this application. So we're gonna click up here on the upper right corner, and then we have this menu where it's possible to see list view and card view. So when we click on card view, we change the way that our information is structured. Of course, that we could have even more ways of seeing content, like small list, big list, like 3 columns cards, 2 columns cards, and so on. But that's quite enough. With this information, I believe that you over there, you are gonna be able to do whatever thing that you want. So let's get started and break down all the thoughts behind the scenes. So I designed it and prototyped only 4 screens. As usual, I have this starting point up here, as you can see. So I designed a pretty simple interface. I know that I don't go too deep into fancy things on these tutorials when I want to show patterns. So here we have this home view. It has this clip content, so there are more information under here. Offset, so I'm clipping the content so I can see this card kind of cut, so the user would need to scroll down to see more, but that's not important. So the second screen, we can see that we have this menu, it's open. Of course that we could have done a different kind of menu, maybe without these radio buttons, and instead of that using check marks. That's possible too. So here when we open the menu, we realize that list view is selected, so we will not click again on something that is already selected. So the only possibility is to click on this card view, which will take us to this third screen. So list view is this one and card view is this one, and once that the user is inside of this view, the user will be able to change, to come back to the card view. Actually, I'm sorry, to come back to the list view, because card view here it's selected, so the user will only be able to click on the list view. So it's a toggle, it's like on and off, it's like binary, yes or no. Only one option can be selected at time. And so let's see the connectors. Okay, so first screen, what is interactive here is this icon. So to change view, we could even change this icon as well, but that's not needed. So the first thing, when the user taps here on click navigate to next screen, I could have changed the names. It's always a good idea, like home, like list view, card view, and so on and so forth, but you know how to do that. So animation, I will change to smart animate. So when the user clicks on this button on click navigate to next screen, so we got it, and that's all that we have here. The second screen, we have this interaction. So when the user has this menu open, it's possible to click out of the menu and come back to the previous screen. So on click navigate to previous screen. And the animation I put here, dissolve, but that could be smart animate as well. They work pretty fine for this purpose. To keep going, the user will need to click here. So card view will take the user to the next screen on click, smart animate. And here we have like this design. It's pretty easy to do. I am quite sure that a lot of you over there gave me this feedback that I should only do the breakdown, not design simple things. So even though I like it, but I'm listening to you guys and then just going straight to the point, cutting to the chase, and like making these tutorials short, but creating plenty of them. So the user taps here and then gets to the next screen on click, navigate to next screen, smart animate. Once that the user is here, the user will be able to switch, get into the next page. So on click, navigate to next screen. I can change from dissolve to smart animate. Of course I can. And on the last view, last screen, we have this as well. So when the menu is opened, if the user clicks out of the menu, like click in any place on this window, but not the menu, the user will be taken to this previous screen, which means the menu will disappear. There are different ways of doing this, but this one works fine. On click, navigate to previous screen. That could be a dissolve or smart animate, both work fine. And here, list view, when the user taps here, he or she is gonna be taken to the first screen. So on click, navigate to first screen, smart animate. As you can see the connector, the user will go all the way and return to the very beginning of this flow. And then now it's time to run the prototype and see what we just did. Okay, so we open the menu, we are in the list view, we can switch, we can go to the card view and see information differently. And then when we want to come back and see things in the previous way, list view, we just click here. And like I said before, we could have like small list view, large list view, small card view, large card view, and even other ways of seeing information. So I recommend you to do some research and then create your own designs. That's all for now. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.